Well, hi, and thanks for joining me in my shop this afternoon. So, this radio was all packed up, put in his cabinet, and looking really nice. And, it's back on my bench for one reason, really, and that's this. It's a little loose, eh? So, yes, very disappointing. This came loose somewhere in the process of putting the radio back in the cabinet. It didn't really take anything to make it come loose. So, too bad for me. I'm gonna have to get this thing fixed up now because someone has expressed interest in buying that radio from me in a day or two. Yikes! So I got to figure this out for sure. So we're gonna flip this guy over and take a look at it from underneath. Okay, there it is there. If you remember, I torched this thinking I was soldering it up really well. It looks like I just put a blob of solder on here. I never actually really got this to fuse in. Here, let's take a little closer look and see this. I still suspect my best option is to solder this back into place. I think I had the right idea, it just didn't work. And you can see how this is supposed to fit. There's a collar there. It's supposed to fit right in. Well, it can't fit in with that solder there. Can it? Is there any chance of making this fit properly? Like, why did it fall out in the first place? Did it fall out or did it fall off? Suspicious stuff there. So just getting something to point. This ring around here. It looks like it's a larger diameter than this piece. You can't see it from there, but if you look from here. So what is that? Is that a Is there something that was here and it's gone now? Like a washer or something sitting in there right like that? Where would it go? Would it be a piece of rubbery material? I can't imagine that. I gotta solder this back in. It's the only way. We got it there. It's the only way. Solder it up. Okay, it's pretty cold outside anyway, so a little extra heat. Okay. Now, what do I need to be concerned about here other than setting my house on fire, heating this up to the point where it burns the string? There's a really good chance of that happening. I'm actually not heating this shaft. This shaft is inside the sleeve. So I'm heating the sleeve. So I'm likely to burn any oil or grease that might be in there too. Just leave it sitting like that. How can I protect the string here? It's looped right around. Get my freezing spray handy. Not much freezy spray here. And a little thermal capacity there. Ooh, got cold. I certainly can't be holding this. Hold it out here. If I hold it out here, I'll get to know how much heat is traveling down here. You really get to know that. That's it. That's just where it's got to sit, right like that. close camera here. So I'm going to try to heat the work up a little bit before I heat the solder. That's probably the mistake I made last time. Ooh, something dripped there. Well, that looks pretty good. Wouldn't want to touch it here. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it's hot like heck. Yeah, it's hot like heck. Sure my camera didn't get overheated there. Seems pretty darn good. Let's take a close look at it again. Pretty tricky to see in the camera. It's a nice flow right from the brass right up onto the. It's not a huge amount of solder there. I got the radio out. Maybe we should check it out again while it's out here. Didn't I find that when I pushed the push buttons, it didn't play a station for some reason? And I was thinking about, well, you know, if that's the case, yeah, I was talking about I put this on, I put this other plate on. Probably I should put the plate back on, put it back in the, I put the plate on anyway. Once the plate's on, electrically it's the same no matter where you go. I'll leave that in there. Good show. Put the plate on and get her ready for another alignment. So I've been cut short here. I'm going to sell this in a day or two. I do not have any screw type lights, so I'm going to change these for bayonet style. That's what I'm up to. Okay, so I decided to put the new lights in such a way as to leave the old lights here in case somebody wants to restore this back to original. I don't know what's going to happen to it in the future, so that's the least damaging way to do this. So I have two new lights, and then I thought, hey, why don't I test my new tuning knob? So I gave it a turn, gave it more turn. Nothing's happening because the string burned off. I have to restring this thing now. Oh my god, I haven't restrung a radio in so long, and I'm so happy for it. Oh my gosh, just what I was worried about. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do here except redo it. At least I can see where the string is now. A lot of these radios, when you go to restring them, the string is right off, and it's very challenging to figure out how to do it. Oh my gosh, there we go. Sounds like another video coming. Really. Okay, I think I'm ready to start working on the string on this radio. So first step is to take a good close look at it and think a lot about it. The lucky thing is the string is still on the radio just the way it should be, as I mentioned before. So you can see a pulley, pulley, and a pulley, the big wheel. Okay, and then it's going to have some detail down here. Let's see. Gotta look down there. Let's look this way. So the funny thing about this is the string goes underneath the tube, but it actually contacts the tube, or actually contacts this rubber boot. But I've seen other radios exactly like this, and the string touches the tube, which is a little odd to me actually. So here you can see how the string is going on and off the big wheel. I don't dare turn anything for fear of having the string come right off. The string. Wait a minute, this is soldered here. This is wire. This is string. So there must be a string going around the tuning knob down here, and meanwhile a wire is being used through here. That's got to be what's going on. Okay, whoa, don't tug on the I've been all excited about this remaining in place. Now I realize that's really not what's broken. It's something else. Let's see what's going on down here. Yeah, that's wire. Somebody didn't splice the wire with a piece of string. If you look up here, that's string. Yeah, holding a string, and this looks like I certainly don't want to turn the wheel. Look at how my dry fingers. Uh-oh, we're falling apart here. Yeah, it's super dry already. In fact, I think I heard the weather guy say that the other day the air was the driest it's ever been, or something like that. But yeah, look at my fingers. Just, oh man, I'm drying out. Well, that's coming off. That's the broken string anyway. Wait a minute, where's that coming from? Well, it came from somewhere. I'm sure it just came from down low here. I'm sure. Okay. That also means, you know what that means too? That means the gearing will the relationship between the position of the capacitor and the position of the pointer is still fixed. That hasn't changed. Excellent. When you look from the back, you see that this is really a triangle. If you could almost picture the string or the wire being continuous, just a triangle of wire with the slider on it. And this could be like a rubber tire up against it. And as this turned, you would drive this around. Of course, it's not a rubber tire because that's unreliable completely. Instead, simply just wrap the cord around the wheel. The very same effect. Then all you have to do is take this distance, the slider distance from here to here, and make sure the wheel diameter is the same. It's probably not exactly correct, but roughly that's what's correct. So the circumference rather. So the circumference from here around to here, or I guess as far as the capacitor can travel. So the capacitor travels, 180 degrees. So that would mean this is tough now. Okay, I'm looking right at it too. That would mean the distance from here to there. So half the circle would have to equal that. So the circumference would be double this then. Wow. And what's more, this radio tuned backwards. When you turn the dial, the pointer went the opposite to the way you would expect. So I would expect this kind of rotation to move the dial that way. It was going the other way. Why? Because whoever did the string for this part did it wrong. Don't yank on that, Jim. No yanking on that, Rod. Yeah. So this is really a pretty easy deal. I just have to figure out which way to put it around here. This is really easy. This is as easy as they get. It's almost disappointingly easy. Now I've got my restringing string at the ready. This is special string meant for this purpose. It has no stretch. You can't be using string that stretches. So we'll make a loop on the end. I need to get my almighty pusher-puller tool. Oh my gosh, where's my pusher-puller? Oh, I bet it's up here. Yes, it is. The pusher-puller. That was like a pre-flight inspection there. I decided to be rough. Okay. And we come down. We got to figure out which way to go around. Around the tuning knob. Let's see. So I want the pointer to go this way. Over the top. Okay, we'll give it a try. Yeah. Yeah, it is actually working the right way. There, we can see it like that. Oh, that's a good idea too. I'm winding up a lot of the string. That's probably helpful. Now, should we go around again? Why not? And we're going to want it to come up the back here. On it here. Not saying much. Yeah. Spring. Pretty sure it was in that hole. Looking that way. See, this string is getting caught up under the steel wire. And I don't know if that's an issue or not. Okay, let's see what happens. Come in through this hole right here. That would work. Put the spring side by side and know where to hook the other one. Okay, so these are binding now, and so what's happening is just as I was worried. Just as I was worried. Hey, never mind that guy there. Apologize for the focus and all. There we go. So it could just be because of the way I've pulled this string up right here. So because I'm working from one side of the radio, sometimes I'm trying not to cut the string here, but it looks like I'm going to have to. Because you kind of like, you're forced across the tracks. It's kind of like that. Like look what's, yeah, look what's going on here. That's right. I'm all tangled up in wire here. The only way to get there is to cross the tracks. So having done that, I got to cut the string. Got lots of string. Do not want to cut it short, that's for sure. So we can estimate half there, back around, come in, to come in this hole. It's got to go all the way around and come in that hole. Ooh, that's a lot. So that would be. Sure, if I cut it here, I'm okay. Okay, just tying the spring on. Let's hook it up. Oh. Doesn't matter. I guess maybe I gotta rotate it to get the tension to pull up against this. I rotate it a few times, sort of get it engaged. That's what I'm telling myself. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Why did I get no tension out of this? The string is looped on itself. No idea why this wouldn't be working. Well, it could be fighting too much tension. Needs a little lubrication in here. Don't think it's right. Why would that? How can that not work? Look at the tension here. Oh, I got my knob all dressed up and it's got nowhere to go. Boy, that's a strange phrase, isn't it? Yeah, there's just no tension here. How can that be? How can there be no tension? it's the steel one stretching. Pretty sure. Oh, we're getting some grip. Grip has come. Oh, grip is gone. Grip is. Hope has returned. I have hope again. Now don't grab the steel one this time. There. There. I think maybe they were lapped and that was causing them. Don't talk. Causing what? Stupid. I'm trying to put more tension on it, but that is the problem. Careful, I'm gonna break your arm. Break your arm. What's something's caught up here. Something else is caught. It's caught down here probably. Yeah. Okay, just go back. Now these are supposed to be slippy slidey, believe it or not. So the string, it travels across. When it gets to the other side, there's usually a curved ramp. It rides up the ramp a short distance and then boom, falls back and pushes itself. You see, I put 2 turns in here and maybe I'm in trouble now. There it goes, it's overlapping. So this is a bad deal. So I bet you only 1 turn should be here. Now I made it. That's the end anyway, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened there. Just it's one of those things. Working pretty good now. Well, I should have this turned on. Super radio listening. The reason I don't have it switched on is I don't have a speaker plugged into it. I think we got the lights. I think we got the knob. I think we got the string. I think we got everything. I think we got to put it back into its cabinet. Very good. Okay, I got the whole radio back together, plugged in. It's on this antenna. Here we go. Oh, it's lit up very nice.
Pearson 0, feeling like -2. Man was wondering if he had a close encounter of the Santa kind after spotting what appeared to be Santa's reindeer on the highway. Jason White says the herd of about a dozen caribou were stopped on the Trans-Canada Highway near Deer Lake yesterday morning. Convenient. White stopped and shot a video that he posted to social media with the comment that Santa's reindeer might be lost.
Oh, that was the first thing I thought, because I got 2 kids, but 3 kids. My youngest now is almost 2 years old, so Christmas was kind of, reborn again. So as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get a video of this,
Only in Newfoundland. 680 News Time, 8:14.
Costco is putting the mystery into Black Friday, and that means every purchase is guaranteed a prize. This weekend, open a mystery envelope and enjoy instant savings, free gifts, or a chance to get your entire purchase.
Before this, I also have been retiring.
A lot of people trying to do very heavy lifting, dealing with all of the bureaucracy, dealing with the issues about, if you're...
Oh my gosh, all that was with the antenna not tuned. So hearing a couple different stations there. The best I could do is turn this antenna to keep the noise down. 2 stations.
I'd be going down a hill to take off on me. I was just working on the movement. In fact, I'm not a good dancer. I was just working on the movements and the actions. There were some good ones.
590, right on.
Around before court. Approaching a minute to go. Ball bounced into the foul line for Olsen. One-on-one with Mon. Pressure coming, kicks it out, looking for a trimmer, and it's knocked away by Behrman. Good defense by Roxy Behrman. Penguins will retain possession with 1:07 on the third quarter clock. Madison Mallory will check out, replaced by Smolinski. Into the game for the first time tonight for Yale is Mackenzie Hewitt, a freshman guard from McKinney, Texas, who will give Roxy.
Today. Today on Iverson corner from West Sullivan. Call 871-8088. 871-8088.
I completely agree with locking up all drunk drivers until my husband got pulled over. And I quickly realized this can happen to anyone, even good people.
What to do? Call 222.
Well, that's great. Pretty happy with that. Pretty hard not to be happy with that. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.